my dear students, today we are going to take chapter 5, lesson 106, perimeter and area. Remember that perimeter of a square, we can make all the sides together, okay? The square has 4 equal sides, okay? So we are going to make 4 sides plus each other, or we can say side times 4. Means 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 20, or we can say 5 times 4 equals 20. To calculate the perimeter of a square, we add the length of each of the 4 sides, okay? Because they have equal sides, okay? So remember the rule of the perimeter, length times 4. Length of the sides times 4. Perimeter of the rectangle has 2 different sides, length and width, okay? Each 2 opposite sides are equal. So to find the perimeter of the rectangle, we can make 6 plus 4 plus 6 plus 4, okay? Or we can use the rule length plus width times 2, okay? Now we are going to take the area of the square. The area of square equals to any of each side multiplied together. So we are going to make side by side. So the area of the square means side by side. So we are going to make 7 times 7 equals 49. But the area of the rectangle, we are going to make length times width because it have 2 different sides. Okay, so we are going to make length times width. So here we are going to make 8 times 4. Now we are going to open the book, page 165, and solve it. Read the following problem silently, then discuss with your shoulder partner and solve in the box. Coach brought 28 footballs in a bag of practice. There were another 17 footballs on the field. 19 balls were not used for practice. How many footballs were used at practice? Here we have 2 ways to solve our story problem. The first way, we can add all the balls, 28 plus 17, so it will be 45 balls. Then we are going to make 45 minus 19, okay, the not used balls, so the answer will be 26. And the second way, we can make 28 minus 19 plus 17. So it will be also 26. Okay, now in the next page, Omar measured his garden and it is 3 meters wide and 4 meters long. Draw a sketch of Omar's garden and label the dimensions. So we are going to draw a rectangle. The length is the long side, so it will be 4 meters, and the width is the short side, so it will be 3 meters. Okay, in the next page, find the area of Omar's garden and record your findings below. Then find the perimeter of Omar's garden and record your findings below. The area of Omar's garden, it's a rectangle, so the area of rectangle means length times width. Okay, so it will be 4 times 3 equals 12. The perimeter is length plus width times 2, so it will be 4 plus 3 equals 7 times 2 equals 14. What if Omar's garden had the same perimeter but was a triangle? Okay, draw a sketch of the garden. We are going to draw a rectangle, okay, triangle, and label it. One of the dimensions will be 4, and the other one will be 3, and the long side will be 7. Think about 3 numbers, their sum is 14. We have to find the same perimeter, okay? In book page 167, number 1, Gihad drew a square that has side length of 8 centimeters. All the sides of the square are equal, so we are going to draw a square. All of its sides is 8. Find the perimeter of square. So the rule of the perimeter of square, side times 4 equals 8 times 4 equals 32. The area equals side times side, so 8 times 8 equals 64. If Mona drew an octagon that had the same perimeter, what would it look like? So we are going to draw an octagon. Octagon means 8 sides, okay? So we are going to divide the perimeter, 32 divided by 8, so the length of each side will be 4, okay? In the next page, Ashraf has a rectangular rug in his house. that measures 8 meters by 2 meters. Here we have two sides, so it's a rectangle. So length equals 8, width equals 2. The perimeter will be length plus width times 2. So 8 plus 2 equals 10 times 2 equals 20. And the area will be length times width equals 8 times 2 equals 16. Now, if Nuran has a rug in her house with the same perimeter but not a rectangle, what could be her rug look like? We can draw a square. To make it with the same perimeter, we are going to make 20 divided 4 to find the side length. So it will be 5 meters for the side length. Okay, in the next page, book page 169, Jana draws a rectangle with length 7 and width 4. Mona draws a rectangle with length 5 and width 4. Sketch Jana and Mona's rectangle. We are going to draw a rectangle. The first one with length 7 and width 4, and the second one will be length will be 5 and the width will be 4. The perimeter of Jana's rectangle, remember the rule of the perimeter, length plus width times 2, so it will be 7 plus 4 times 2 equals 11 times 2 equals 22. Okay, in the next page, find the perimeter of Mona's rectangle. So we are going to make 5 plus 4 times 2 equals 9 times 2 equals 18. What would be the perimeter if they laid the rectangle side by side to make one long rectangle? So we are going to put both of the rectangles beside each other. So we are going to find that 7, the length became 12 because we are going to make 7 plus 5. Okay? So the length is 12 and the width is 4. So it will be length plus width times 2. It will be 16 times 2 equals 32 centimeters. What is the area of the new long rectangle? The area is length times width, so it will be 12 times 4 equals 48. Okay. Or we can say 28 plus 20 equals 48. Now in number 4, book page 170, Mohab drew a hexagon with a perimeter of 24 centimeters. Draw the hexagons. Hexagon means 6 sides. Okay, 6 sides means we are going to divide 24 divided by 6. So the side length of each side, the length of each side equals 4. Okay. Now draw one quadrilateral and one another shape that could have the same perimeter. We said that the same perimeter we can find if we want to find the perimeter of square, side times 4. Now we are going to draw a square, okay, with perimeter 24 centimeters. To find the length, we are going to make 24 divided by 4. So the length of the square will be 6. Okay. And now we are going to draw another rectangle with perimeter 24 centimeters. Okay, so it will be a length with 7 and the width will be 5. In the next page, Mustafa drew 3 rectangles next to each other. Each rectangle was 5 centimeters long and 2 centimeters wide. Okay, so draw the rectangle. Here are our 3 rectangles. Now what is the perimeter of one of the rectangles? We are going to make length plus width times 2, so it will be 7 times 2 equals 14. What is the area of the rectangles? The area is length times width, so we are going to make 5 times 2 equals 10. Now in the next page, what is the perimeter of all of the 3 rectangles together? We are going to add the 3 perimeters, okay? Length plus width times 2. So the length will be 15 plus the width will be 2. So we can say 17 times 2 equals 34. What is the area of all the 3 rectangles together? The area is length times width, so we can say 15 times 2 equals 30. Okay, or we can say 10 plus 10 plus 10 equals 30. That's the end of our lesson. Thank you for listening and see you next time.